So that's what I'm going to be doing today because we all need to forgive. I need to forgive. You need to forgive. And only thing forgiveness is you're going ahead and giving. Just go ahead and give. Forgive. That's it. You're going ahead of everything and you're going to go ahead and do it. So if you need to forgive someone, just go ahead and do it because you already forgave them because it's already been forgiven. For, before, give. That's it. So if you're all ready, let's take this road. So I am so glad to be here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm glad to be here to give you this. It's going to help me and it's going to help you. So it's helping both of us. If anybody have any feedback, please comment or give me something that you want me to research and I will talk about it. It's up to you. So let's get down to the nitty gritty. Okay, forgiveness. I'm going to be taking this from Healthline. And as I always state, I'm going to put my information in it, how, and from within myself. And then you go in and do what you need to do from within you, because it's not all about me. It's about us getting this thing together. So, nose itching, y'all. Okay. When someone wrongs you somehow, you might feel certain you'll never be able to get over it. Even after your immediate anger passes, you might continue to dwell on the betrayal instead of letting it fade into memory. It's pretty common to feel this way, but not being able to forgive can harm you most. Forgiveness might seem challenging in parts because it is often misunderstood. You might believe forgiving someone means forgetting what happens, implying the pain they caused with no big deal, automatically resuming your previous relationship. Okay? In reality, forgiveness simply means, according to Healthline, forgiveness means, let me see, what does it say it mean? Okay, in reality, forgiveness simply means choosing to let go of your anger, hurt, and desires for vengeance. Thank you. Okay, for vengeance. So you're letting that go for vengeance. So if someone does something to you and you want revenge, you're going to hold on to it till you get it. And I'm saying that when someone does something to you and you don't want to forgive them, it's already forgiven. So really, for me, just like nothing really happened because you already forgave them before it even happened, because you're forgiving them. You get it? So you already gave them something. What you gave them is the power that's within you because it's already done. So when you forgive someone, you just let it go like nothing ever happens and just continue. And a lot of people say, I can forgive, but I can't forget. You forget it. Why you want to keep holding on to that memory of something that happened, especially if it's negative? So just forgive them and keep moving, because this is just a part of life for all of us. We all are going to go through things and somebody going to get mad and you're going to get mad at them. I've asked people to forgive me before because I've done something stupid and I realized it. And, and that's what a lot of people, we don't want to realize that I did it. I did it. Even though somebody may have said something to me or about me, but I did it because I didn't want to forgive them for what they've done. So what I have to do is just as long as that's just life. People are going to say stuff. Everybody's not going to agree and everybody is not going to forgive. But if you're listening, you forgive and just forget it and keep on going. Forgive and forget. That's it. But I know it's been said that, well, I can forgive you, but I sure can't forget it. Then you're going to keep taking yourself through some issues by that memory of what they've done. And it's going to keep playing over and over in your head. That's going to cause you to get sick and you're going to get ill, cause all kind of stress. And that leads to cancer, that leads to all kind of things that really don't exist. So it's best to just let it go because it never happened anyway. It's just something that somebody said. And when you say something, it's just something that they're saying. Is it true? If it's true, then you did it. If it's not, then forget it. And if you did it, correct it. That's it. But a lot of us, we get into, you want to get mad and go through all that. That's going to cause a lot of problems. I've done that. You see what happened to me. I've done all of that. So why bother? Many people view forgiveness as something that helps the person being forgiven. It certainly can make them feel better, but forgiveness benefits you most of all. Forgiveness helps you heal. Holding on to resentment can sour you and keep you from finding peace. When you can't forgive, your emotional wounds can't close and heal. So if you're holding on to something right now, let that stuff go. Because it doesn't even, if somebody took somebody from you, so what? Just forget it. Because they weren't meant for you anyway. Because everything is set up and designed. So if somebody was cheating or doing something like that, let them have it. Because you've already been there. So it's done. And a lot of us get our emotions caught up in it. So what we have to do is watch our emotions. Watch it just like this, watching it. Something happened, you watch it. Watch it from within, because our emotions get the best. Because when somebody does something, oh, they did it to me. But actually, they was doing it with somebody else. At it. If somebody cheating on you, they doing it with somebody else. That's it. They're not doing it with you because they'll be with you. But if they're cheating, they are doing it with somebody else. So they're not cheating on you because they're not on you. They own somebody else. I hope you get what I'm saying. So really, it's really up to you. You're cheating yourself, because if you continue to go through that and then you still stay with them, and then you're going to remember what you did to me. Remember how this happened. Remember you cheated on me. Just let all that go, because that's going to stay just like that. Everywhere you go, it's going to go right there with you. And you're going to be miserable. The person going to be miserable, because 9 times out of 10, they really did it, but they were doing it. Wasn't thinking, just doing it right there in the moment. We all, not that, but we all do things in the moment. So what we do is just forgive them and just don't be with them no more, because really they're going to miss out. Really, they're going to miss out on who you are, especially if you forgive them. Now that right there, let me tell you, forgive somebody and then you go on with your life and watch how they suffer, because they know that you are a good person and they really didn't mean to, but they did. So they meant to, but they said they didn't mean to, but it happened. And a lot of things happen all of a sudden, like I said. So they meant to do it, but it just happened. So just like that, they weren't thinking and seeing things ahead. So when you do something, you mean to do it, but it's not like they meant to do it to get back at you and all of that. It's just something that happened and they meant to do it. You get what I'm saying? They meant to do it, but not the way that we think negatively. It's just something that happened and they did it. And they weren't thinking, and that's what happened. But you can think. That's why I always tell people to think before you do anything, because whatever you do, you meant to do it. But you didn't mean to hurt anybody. I'm not saying somebody doing it just because. Sometimes they do. But 9 times out of 10, most people cheat because of something that they're lacking. And it's not with that other person, even though they're with that other person. It's something they're missing from within, something that they are missing. But it's nothing to do with the person who they're cheating with or the person who they're cheating on. All right? Even though they own the other person. But I'm just saying that because you got to make light of it, because that's what a lot of us do. And I'm going to say us. Okay? And I'm going to leave that right there. Us. And so when that happens, we got to remember that we have to stop and think before. Just because somebody come up to you and say, "Ooh, you look so good." Okay, yeah, you do. But think. Always think, because that's going to lead to something else. Okay, even though that desire, like, "Ooh, yeah. But still think about it so you can make the decision, not just all of a sudden automatically do it, because that's a decision you made just doing it, because you made a decision to do it. But if you can think about it and then make a decision, then you can handle all of the pressure that's going to come. because there's going to be pressure from the person you cheating on, from yourself, from the guilt, from the other person going to get mad because you going back to the other person and they want to be with you. It's just a lot of stuff that's going to get mixed up. So even though that happens, just forgive. That's all. Just forgive it, move on, because if it happened to you, somebody cheated, then they're going to wish that they never cheated, because you're going to be doing good. You're going to be, even though you might be hurting, still walk upright. Still walk upright, because remember, nobody knows what's going on inside of you. They only know if you share it with them. And a lot of us share stuff because they cheated on me, crying and going through all of that. You're going to cry because that's healing. So it's good to cry when that happens to you, because then you're freeing yourself from it. So if you don't cry, then that's going to sit right in there, and then it's going to blow up. And then after a while, you're going to be done beat somebody up or mad or cuss them out who cheated and the person they cheated with. That's what's going to happen. And so it's best to just cry it out, because crying is healing, as I talked about yesterday. Crying is healing. So you can heal from that and move on. And that person that cheated, I promise you, they're going to be watching your page, see what you're doing. And then when they see you doing something and it's not with anybody else, ooh, that's a hurting feeling. Because it's normal for people to just get with somebody else. But when you don't get with somebody else and you're doing good, watch how I feel. I'm telling you, because you heard me. Watch how I feel. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I'm not afraid to say it. Watch how I feel. So by practicing forgiveness, you may be doing your health a favor. Forgiveness helps reduce stress, according to research from 2016. But according to the power of God that's within you, there is no stress. Stress is out here, because if you're on the inside and you've been meditating and getting to know the power that's within you, then stress don't even exist. You can be able to, because it really don't exist anyway. It don't exist when you manifest it on the outside. So forgiveness helps reduce stress, according to research. Less stress can have positive health outcomes, including lower blood pressure, reduce anxiety, better sleep, improve self-esteem. Now that's out here, but on the inside, if you're meditating, if you're listening to positive things, if you're doing things that's going to help yourself, if you're eating right, if you're exercising, if you're doing all the things that help your heart, your lungs, your whatever they call this inside. I'm saying to help the spirit man to come out inside of you and guide you. Then you won't have to go through all of that. Okay, so if you're going through that now, meditate, go within yourself, get to know you, the real you, the one that something told me to do it. Something told me to go there. That person. That spirit man, not the person. I'm sorry. Go in there and get that spirit man that's within you, and let the spirit man, which is energy, live life. That's it. Then you won't have to go through all of this. Forgiveness may also allow you to go through unhealthy anger, which can contribute to stress, muscle tension, heart problems, decrease immune functions, all of this stuff. And in general, forgiveness has an overall positive impact on emotional health, well-being, and empathy for others. It can also lead to more fulfilling relationships, including the one you have with yourself. Get to know you. Get to know you. I'm telling you, there is a inside of you. Okay. Now I don't know where that come from, but there is an inside of you. Inside of you. So there's something on the inside that's inside of you. I had to say that again to make sure, because things just come up from within, and I got to understand on the outside what's going on the inside is coming out. So that's what it's doing. You can forgive someone even if you know you can never have the same relationship, because then it's on them. Depending on the circumstances, you may even need to avoid contact. That said, everyone makes mistakes. When a loved one hurts you, forgiving them can open the door to relationship repairs. In many cases, the act of forgiveness can help someone who inadvertently caused pain to realize how they hurt you. So once you realize you hurt someone, then everything moves. Now, I'm not saying somebody did something and then you hurt them by getting the things done that's supposed to be done so they won't hurt somebody else, because that's just something that's caused upon them. I'm saying if someone is upset with you because of something you said to them or something that you did behind their back and all, you cheated or you doing something like that, that kind of stuff, just forgive. And the only reason I can say it like that now is because I got to know me. But once upon a time, I would not forgive. So I'm telling you to get to know you, because you on the inside forgives every day. But if you don't know you on the inside, then you'll be like, I ain't forgiving that. Don't you say nothing to me. Not nothing, nothing. So we really gotta get to know ourselves. This provides an opportunity for learning and growth. Forgiveness may not mend your relationship immediately, but it's a good start. Are you ready to forgive? If you don't feel like you can extend forgiveness immediately, that's okay. It can take some time to reach that place. So reaching that place is meditating. Okay. And I'm not saying meditation like just sitting there and just relax your mind, because all of you will feel, take a deep breath, just like this here. Now, if you do that with me, let's do it together. If you're looking at this, let's do it. You go through your nose, then you hold it, count to 10, then let go. Here we go. Now you feel that, you could feel some little energy like, ooh. Now, if you felt that, imagine you doing that every morning. Because every morning we should do it about 3 times. And then at night, I do it all throughout the day. And so that helps you, and that helps you stay upright. And you want to be good to people when you start meditating. You want to be good. I mean, you don't even want to argue. Like I let some people go in front of me, because see, when I practice. So it was this big line. Y'all know how the lines are right now. Everybody ready to get out. Don't they hurry up? Everybody rushing to get out. Here come me. I'm up in the line. So I saw that this person was so rushing to go. And so they were right behind me, and I had a whole bunch of stuff. And they had a little bit of stuff, but I had a lot. So I was like, you know what? Just go in front of me. And then some other people I let go, because I'm practicing patience. Even if somewhere like sometimes when I have it, I'll just pay for something for somebody, because I'm practicing giving. So those are the things that we can do just to practice. That's it. And if you do that, you're going to get a lot. You're going to get a lot, because you're practicing spiritually. Because when you hear from within, say, go ahead and just get that for them. And then, hey, it's not somebody you can, but I'm just saying somebody out there, and and sometimes, you may see a little child and say, oh, I want that. You may hear the mama say, I ain't got no money for that. And then you just get it for them. Ask the parent first, things like that. And that's going to help you to be noble, to just show things and not just say it. Just do it. Do it because of humanity. And those are the things that you want to do. Now, here we go. Forgiveness can help you reconcile. Okay. It can help you reconcile. You can forgive someone even if you know you can never have the same relationship. And who am I doing this for? Forgiveness is an inside job. You set forgiveness in motion. It's mainly for you, because whatever you do on the inside, it's going to manifest on the outside, good or bad. It's going to manifest, because if you notice, people by their conversation. So you'll know how they are just from them speaking to you. Okay. Other people involved in the situation, even loved ones who know the circumstances, might encourage you to forgive. Ultimately, you're the one who needs to make that decision. You are truly forgiven when you do so grudgingly or because others say you should. This type of forgiveness doesn't honor your needs and may not resolve your frustration. So ultimately, you're the one who needs to make that decision. You aren't truly forgiving when you do it grudgingly or because others tell you to do it. So you got to really think and really know that you did this. Even if they cheated, whatever happened, just always look at, I fix it first, and then you move on. I'm not saying that you did that, but you're fixing yourself because you don't want to do that to yourself and be angry and then be angry and sin not. So you'll be angry, but you just keep it to yourself and you just handle it and leave that person alone. All one. That's you. And that's good because you didn't do anything wrong. So, wrong to yourself. And that's how we we just have to just learn to forgive. I know that's a tough situation. And I'm not saying it's easy, but when you know that and you practice and you keep practicing and you keep practicing and you keep practicing and you keep practicing, then you're going to get to that point. I'm not saying all of a sudden they cheated and la, la, la. No, because you're going to go through those emotions and you're going to go through all of that. But if you think, I'm just giving you something to think about so it'll help you. That'll help you because you're the one that's going to be getting upset, not them. You're going to be getting upset and crying and hurting and all of that. I'm talking about that real angry type. But remember, when you cry, it's healing. So just remember that. So don't take it and start running and saying he said that somebody could cheat. No, I'm saying that if they do cheat, you heal yourself and don't keep going back into that because it already happened, because they didn't cheat on you. They cheated with somebody else. Because a lot of people say they cheated on me. How they cheated on you? They cheated and they was with somebody else. And see, those words and stuff we say, it really makes you, like they cheated on you. Because we always say that. So what I'm saying is just eliminate the stress, and whatever happens, just forgive. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm forgiving you. Just let it go. Keep moving and be nice. And that's what's going to get them. And that smile. That's it. Because people want to see you mad. They want to see you upset. They want to see you hurting. They want to see you, well, you ain't do this for me. If you would have been there for me and hugged me and all of that, then I wouldn't have did it. No, you do it because you meant to do it. You just didn't know what you was doing at the time you did it. But when you did it, you knew what you was doing. You get it? So I'm saying that to say that it works both ways. So forgiveness, 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 because forgiveness heals. That's the bottom line. No matter what happens, forgiveness heals. And that doesn't mean you got to be running up behind them and all of that. I've told people I forgive them and they told me, well, I forgive you too. And that's it. I'm done. And if we continue a good relationship, good. If not, then I've done my part and they've done their part. But to dwell on it, ooh, and you're going to get sick. Am I willing to take the necessary actions to forgive? Ask yourself that. Are you willing to take the necessary actions to forgive the person who hurt you? To forgive the person who raped you? To forgive the person who molested you? To forgive the person that did all the things to you? To forgive your friends who turned their back on you? Are you ready for that? The only way you can get ready for that is to meditate and learn yourself. And then the spirit inside will forgive, because the flesh is weak. Let the flesh die. Let it die. And let the spirit handle it, the living energy that's inside of you. Then you'll be able to do all of that, because it doesn't matter what happened then, as long as you allow the power within you to take precedence over your life. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you could do it without the Spirit of God inside of you, because that ain't gonna work. Because all of this down here is lower frequency. When you start meditating and start focusing on you, start focusing on you, start focusing on the inside of you, you're gonna start going up just like that in the frequency, in the higher realm. Not saying you better than anybody else. It's just that you are on a higher level. And when you're on a higher level, you can see all the stuff that's going on. You can prevent things from happening before it happened. But when you're down here on the low frequency, you're either up under the situation, or you can be right with the situation. That means you're going to go right along with it, and you're going to do the stuff. And then you can be over it. Then you're going to see it. You get it? So you're going to start out at the bottom. All of us do. We go through all that pain and stuff. Then you're going to start elevating. And when you start elevating, you're going to be the same with it. You're going to go do it. You're going to cheat and all of that. Then you're going to elevate yourself. You're going to elevate as long as you're meditating. Because a lot of us who cheat, we don't really want to do it. We meant to do it because it happened, but we really don't want to do it. It's just a situation that, boom, it happened just like that. It's over with. But then you got to deal with all that stuff. So the best thing to do is be on this level, so you'll be able to see it before it happens. Because I've seen a lot of stuff in my life that was going to happen, and I just went on this way. And then some things happened, and then you feel bad, and then you go through all of that, because that's when you right with it. Okay? Because remember, you start at the bottom and you always getting beat up and abused and saying, then that's low frequency. Then you move up, then you're right with it, and you still doing it. You're going right along with it. Then you come above that. You rise above, keep going above. Like Michelle said. How you said it? As above, so below. Same thing. But you rising above it. So that's a good thing to help with that's just anything that you're going through. Bills always rise above. You know they coming. People, you know how they are. So you rise above that. That's just how they are. So rise above the situation, and you already know they're coming. And if you know that they're coming to your house, then you can leave. I'm talking about when you know, like, the situation, like, not saying they say, I'm on my way. I'm saying you can see it before they come, and even think about they're coming to your house. Then you could say, before they even know that you know, because nobody knows what you know. So you can know by being above the situation. You'll be able to see by their conversation too. And you can see that they're getting ready to call you and say they're coming over. But because you can say, oh yeah, I got to go to the store. I'm going to the store. You could call them and say, oh yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the store. And then they'll be like, I was just getting ready to come over there, because you are in the higher frequency and you can see it. I know that didn't happen to you before. Some people say they're coming over. They say, I was just getting ready to come over there. Then you cut it out. So recognize that. Because if you don't want to be bothered, you don't ever have to tell them, I don't want you coming over here. You could see above. As long as you're meditating and getting into yourself and know who you are, you can see the low frequency if you're on a higher level of frequency, not higher than the people now, just higher in the spirit realm, that you can see if somebody is coming over or getting ready to come over to your house and getting ready to call you and say they're coming over. So you just speak ahead of time and say, oh, I'm getting ready to go to the mall or something like that. I want to go. I'm already gone now. You can do that. You can be telling the truth because you are going somewhere. So just like that, things like that, that way you can see things before it happened. Then you'll be able to, you probably wouldn't even have to forgive, because if you're in the higher frequency, you already know what's getting ready to happen. You can just avoid it. But if you right where it is, it's going to happen. And if you're on the low frequency, it's going to happen. So I'm telling you, if it's happening now, just start meditating and get yourself together. Start thinking about the things that's within you and all the power that you got, all the gifts that you have, all the creative designs that you have, all the creative thinking, all the things that God has given you, all the love, joy, peace, kindness, all of the creativity of building, starting your business. All that stuff will eliminate all the foolishness if you stay focused on what's within you. And that's in you. That's in all of us. But we just got to remain focused. and all the things that happens out this way. Just stay focused. Even though you got people over here talking, stay focused. Even though you got this going on and something may get taken away from you, stay focused. Even if your house get taken away, stay focused. Because if you start going in this direction, then you're going to lose focus and everything's going to crumble. So that's what I'm saying. So you can just go back to yourself and listen from within and see if what the spirit, the power of God is saying to you about this situation. And then your situation will help heal whatever is inside of you. So don't take my word. Just take the situation, look at yourself, go inside, meditate, and get what the power is saying to you. Because all I can do is lead you back home to you. All right. This is Ron Anthony. Please donate. Y'all know I'm going to say that. Not for me, for the special needs, because I want to get those cameras. School is getting ready to start back up. And I really want to get those cameras for the special need kids. It could be maybe 2 or 3 or whatever. And let's do it. Let's do it together. Okay. And just stay focused. Always remember who you are. Love yourself. Love the people around you. Even love your enemies, the one that cheated on you, the one that abused you, the one that cursed you out, the one that did all of that. Still love them. Don't be with them, but you can still love them, forgive them, and move on. And that way you will be able to do all the things that you want to do, because you got to love all in spite of. That's the power that's within you, the spirit in you, the energy. It's going to love regardless, because that's what it does. Just let yourself die and let the spirit live alive inside of you. All right. This is Ron Anthony. Thank you. Tomorrow I will be back. And please share this. I hope you got a good message. I know some will, some won't, but I'm just telling you just to go back to yourself. And that way you'll be able to really get the inside of who you are and meet you. Go inside and meet